Y'all know what it is. It's the Find the Boxer game. Purchase a box for a chance at winning $500. One of 54 boxes has a missing boxer inside. Purchase your box or boxes by Cash Apping $ usual 50/50. Include your box number, name, and email address. Your box number will be confirmed and sent directly to your email. Each box is $20 with a 1 in 54 chance of winning. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
Y'all know what it is. It's the usual suspect 650-50 draw. Buy your tickets now for your chance at winning half the pot. Cash App, $ usual 50/50. Tickets on sale for $10 for one, $20 for 3 tickets, and $50 for 10 tickets. Put your desired amount, name or alias, as well as your email address, and your tickets will be set. We announce the winning ticket numbers every other Friday on Supreme Beats Boxing Talk Bullshitting on the Beltway, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
Push the weight and now flex. The live is 1 in the 6. With the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Oh, it's time to bleed this morning. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Why is my color changed? Weird ass. Damn. It's ridiculous. Show headlines. Why does it do that? What's wrong with this damn thing? StreamYard acting up early this morning. Yeah. Come on in, smash the like button. Share the video. We are our own algorithm. Don't leave it up to Miguel to do anything for us, because he is a pillow biter. And we support each other. They don't support us. It's all right, we got this. I mean, StreamYard this morning, they just decided to do whatever the hell it is they wanted to do this morning, didn't they? Damn. They damn goofed up my colors. What's wrong with them? What's wrong with y'all? I paid good money for this. I paid good money for this. All right, so stop it. In my Bronx Italian accent. I paid good money for this. Stop it. Let's do this roll call. I want to talk about this. My brother's keeper. Copper, what's good, brother? Oh, man, I ain't get to read all. Let me do this roll call. I'll get back to you on that. G. McCall, salute. Michael Fleming, salute. Dal Anderson, Jeff Spark, salute, brother. Ratchet since 91. K-Rod, MXC. Egalitarian. Eric H. Dirt Gang Boss. True Boxing Night in the building. Thank you so much. 88 Sports Talk. My brother, The War Report. He said we found Charlo. Yeah, that's what's up. Ravens Nation. 704 Joe. Eric Jordan. Jerome Truitt. Rod Neal. Stephen X. Todd French. 88 Sports Talk. Jarrell Freeman. Black Jericho. Lord Sweat. Real Baltimore in the building. Real Baltimore in the building. Not no fake stalkers. Real Baltimore. Tone Brown, PGH, salute. Smash the like button, share the video. And let's get to this topic. I don't know what the big deal is, to be honest, but you know, I'm gonna talk about it. Waffles, what's going on? I don't know what the big deal is. 18 by 18. Do you know the smallest boxing ring that I know of is 16 by 16? I don't know what the big deal is. I don't know why y'all looking at y'all chops. Let's just call this what it is, okay? Y'all thought, Michael Ray, salute. My brother, Mind of Mansa Musa, salute. Y'all really thought that all of this was about Devin. Y'all really did. Steve Elder Max, salute. Y'all really did. Nobody's moved by this. Y'all really thought this was about Devin, didn't you? It was about William Skull, but that's all right. That's all right. Because Devin got a list. It's now Monday. Anybody answered that list yet? And let me take this time out to salute the brother Stormy B Man. If y'all missed this premiere, y'all need to be listening to those premieres 9 a.m. every morning. There's key information. Because he mentioned Boots this morning. Because you know Boots is now at 154. And don't be surprised if it's under a bit of duress. Because 1 minute he's trying to clean out 47 to become undisputed. The next minute he's going to 154 because he can't make the weight. Y'all forgot he's working with Eddie Hearn? Look, I'm just gonna give you the short version. Boots, what Boots, and I'm gonna touch on this. I might have to give this an entire live. Boots is getting lined up, y'all. And if y'all are too silly to see it, then that's on y'all. Boots is getting lined up. I'm telling you right now. Boots is getting lined up. In my opinion, he's getting lined up for Conor Benn at 54 at Wembley. It's going to be a sellout, and Conor's going to try and knock his head off, and he might be successful. Del Riff, salute. He's getting lined up, and this is a direct result. This is what happens when we talk about being a boss. Okay? Devin's a boss. What's being done to Boots could not be done to Devin. Eddie Hearn couldn't do it. Bob Arum couldn't do it. Al Heyman can't do it. They can't line him up. He's his own boss. Tank can't bust no real moves that he wants to. Without ridicule, without the blessing of Al Heyman, he can't do it. Y'all see what's going on with Errol? Why haven't we seen Errol since he lost to Bud? The business. Not saying he's broke, but he can't make no real moves because of the business. And now we're witnessing right in front of our eyes what's about to happen to Boots. Do not be shocked. But when we said, I know Stormy said it, I know I said it. Well, he said it, and I said, you know what, Stormy, you're right. What Boots should have did was line himself up with Bill. Oh, but Drew, if he lines up with Bill, that means he'd never let him fight Devin. Really? What, you accusing Bill of being what Eddie Hearn is? Drew, what are you talking about? Wasn't King Kong Ortiz a matchroom fighter? And wasn't he AJ's responsibility? That fight never happened. Whoa! Go! Y'all would put that on Bill. But see, the thing is, if he signed with Bill, the chances of him fighting Devin would have been greater. Maybe I should call it live. You think your favorite fighter's smart. What is Boots' direction? We thought it was undisputed. Now it's 154. And now he wants him to fight a gatekeeper. Eddie Hearn says, I want him to fight a gatekeeper at 54. Who are the gatekeepers at 54? 54 is live. They're lining this dude up. And they're straight smoke at 54, but that's a whole other live. Y'all pay attention to the sensei when he talk. That man's getting lined up. So 18 by 18. Rick Blackwell, salute. Michael Ray, permission to chat, know that I love you. 18 by 18. In what universe are pure boxers supposed to be worried about this? Y'all let me know. I'm talking to the casuals right now that laughed. Oh, he gonna be able to run now. I'm talking to you. Make yourself known. In what universe is this supposed to worry a boxer? Please tell me. And I'm going to show you how you don't know the sport like you think you know. I'll show you this morning. Make yourself known. I know you D watching. Eric Jordan in that super chat myself. He said the ninja sword in its final form, heavyweight, hashtag LDBC.
Give power to my nigger sword!
Black Gun Owners Magazine, salute. Yeah, Tone, the gatekeepers are dangerous at 54. I don't know what this is, but whatever. Here's what I'm going to say. I hope Boots is that great. Because that brother has no direction. Marcus, what up? He has no direction at this point. He's allowing Eddie Hearn to do his dude, man, and he's building Boots up and building him up. Oh, he's the best in the Americas. He's the best, and he's going to put him right in there with Conor Benn and Wembley, and Conor going to knock his head off. And we won't be allowed to say, well, he should have stayed at 147. Nope, they're going to be like, no. Boots was that guy. Y'all were just saying that for 4 years. He's lining them up. Never forget, Ortiz and AJ was supposed to happen. He signed him to shelve him. And Deontay had to come and take care of that work for him. Never forget. This is Eddie Hearn 101. But whatever. Oh, yeah, Steve. All of this is going to come out. David Scott, salute. Main biker. Timothy, what up? And you know what, Tim? I don't like Erickson Lubin versus Boots. I don't like that. I wanted Boots to fix. Yo, look, man, if he's telling the truth and he can't make 147, all right, go ahead and move up, man. But whatever happens next, I'm not wishing the worst. I want Boots to be successful. But there's nothing but real smoke at 54. And I thought all right, whatever, man. That's for a whole nother show. But if he was doing this, if I felt he was doing this on his own, I wouldn't have a problem. But the fact that Eddie Hearn is behind all of this, I'm telling you, I think this brother's getting lined up. And this is why these dudes, look, bro, okay. Y'all gonna see. Don't look for that Brian Norman fight, ever. My dream fight is Brian Norman versus Devin Haney for all the marbles, right? And this is me being greedy at the Barclays, so I can get there without a problem. Yes, that's my dream right there. We love the Haneys. We love the Normans. We love black fathers. And that's my bias. I will go there with tears in my eyes, rooting for the whole situation. Because those brothers got it out the mud. Where they say, oh, you got a silver spoon in your mouth. No, we got it out the mud. Oh, Bill gave Devin everything. Y'all motherfuckers got sons. Y'all ain't giving them shit. Y'all ducking child support. Please stop talking. Please stop talking. Y'all wish y'all fathers gave you everything. And once Brian Norman catches some flame, they're going to start saying the same thing about him. Gave him everything. Well, your father ain't give you shit. You wish he did. Stop talking. Stop talking. Yeah, Mansa Musa, I don't like the 54 jump right now. I really don't. He's confused about his own career. But you know what? Let's talk about this 18 by 18, man. If y'all missed the Sensei's video, watch it. It was at 9 a.m. this morning it premiered, man. And this is a place of concern for Boots. Because he has no direction. He's just getting bounced around. Just like your man Richardson, apartheid Hitchens. He bigged up Eddie Hearn or whatever, and now he put his foot in his mouth. That's something else to talk about. I'm a free agent. Turkey said, nah, I don't like that, bro. You want to work with me? You better keep working with Eddie Hearn. What's this free agent shit? You ain't hot like that. And salute to BFTB. Y'all better catch this boxing in the morning. Salute to Clarence McLean, No Duck Zone. He's live this morning. Let's talk some boxing here. Y'all know the sport like you think you know the sport? Y'all saw BFTB's video this morning? Where my numbers guys? I don't do the numbers. I just want the fights. I want to talk about who wins and who doesn't. Y'all want to talk numbers though? Did y'all catch BFTB's video this morning? Steve Elder Mack in that super chat, he said, no child support for me. Baby mama made me a tomahawk. Bruh. Be careful what you put on these airwaves. You never know who's watching. Oh, yeah, Jerome, your father's supposed to give you everything, but these niggas on here screaming about the relationship between fathers and sons. Man, get out of here. Oh, you had a BMW in high school. So what? You didn't, and you're mad because you wanted one. He was well kept and he loved boxing. So what? What? Only motherfuckers that grew up hard know how to fight? Please, like I told you, I know kids that come from millionaire households right up the highway in Connecticut, and they got cauliflower ears, and they in the gym every day with UFC dreams, getting their teeth knocked out. But being that their parents got great dental plans, all their fronts are fake because they even punched out. You feel me? You ain't got to be broke. Broke doesn't make you tough. I knew a lot of dudes that were broke, but they were pussies. Cat. Anyway, back to this. It was a financial flop based off of the numbers. Don't challenge me. I'm not a numbers guy. Chaz, what up? ES, salute, Queen. Harvey, salute. It was a flop according to the numbers, right? I'm not a numbers guy. Don't take it up with me. BF will be live later. Go to him. Check his video from this morning. I know when Devin fought, what was that Russian dude's name? That was the first Devin Haney fight I attended at the theater. Everybody was there. Devin won by stoppage. He punched dude in the face and disconnected his eye. I forgot what round it was, but it sounded like a gunshot. Stopped the fight. Devin beat his ass. I just found out this morning, because I'm not a numbers guy, I don't pay attention to that stuff. I think they did $1 million at the door. That was Devin Haney, and that was in the theater. That was before Devin Haney. Devin Haney has blown up since then. Now, this brother's from California somewhere, came over here, did $1 million at the door, all right? Got a stoppage, right? Come on now. Come on now. So here we are, literally a few years later. And what happened? You had a kid from Brooklyn, from the city. Knockout win. Very belligerent, dropping N-bombs. The door was a flop. The views was well, you know, I don't know what the views were, but go to BFTB's video. Look. He didn't do anything as good as what Devin did years ago. And this is before Devin with all the controversy. So now, this is during, boxing's hot right now. And it wasn't even close to what Devin did about 5 years ago. Henry, salute. $3,000 sold at the door. Wow. Okay. But that's all right. That's all right, apartheid. You on the list. So now Turkey done told you, watch your mouth. Basically, this is what he said. Watch your mouth. Don't like what you said. Don't bite the hand that's feeding you. You with Eddie Hearn, you might want to resign because I'm not working with anybody that's not working with you. And I'm assuming the same thing goes for anybody that's working with Top Rank or the PBC. Look, Turkey has cornered the market, y'all, like it or not. For as long as he's here, go get your bag. And you in there high-fiving and hugged up with Teofimo. Teofimo, apartheid, would you take that 11 million? If you're going to fight Teofimo, at least do it for a belt. We didn't even know if you're going to do that. Quan, what up? We didn't even know if you're going to do that. But you high-fiving with a dude that ducked 11 million. You should be like, yo, you an idiot. What's wrong with you? Oh, it's the Tank argument. Oh, no, he don't have to conform because Tio's a boss. Tio's a boss? Question. Y'all pocket watchers. Please tell me where he's going to make $11 million. Right now, his next fight. Please tell me where he's going to get $11 million up front. Up front. $11 million up front. Who? Drop the name. Mr. Roll Tide, salute. Drop the name. Where is he going to get $11 million in his next fight? Mark, what up? Yeah, that's right, Stephen X, nowhere. There was no excuse for this. And then he turned around and said, I have mental issues. He said that. So here we go with the mental issues and it's not the right time. The dude's a duck. He's a duck and he's afraid. And he don't want to break bread with no black motherfucker. And apartheid, you are 12 shades darker than Devin and your nose is just as big. So a belt involved with a little bit of bread? You definitely ain't breaking bread with no Tia female. Definitely. And by the way, by way of resume, apartheid ain't do shit to deserve a Devin Haney fight. But Devin Haney threw you a lifeline by putting you on the list. So you better get right, boy. Get right, boy. But let's talk about this 18 by 18. I'm talking to the D watchers that are hiding in the back right now. Y'all can make yourselves known because I'm talking straight to y'all. Why are you celebrating this? I want to hear what you have to say. All you strangers that are watching me right now, it's safe to talk. You could be respectful. Tell me why you're celebrating this. And I'm going to tell you why I'm celebrating it. I am unmoved by this. I'm like, oh, so? So what? Okay, well, okay. 18 by 18. Oh, what you got to say about that? Nothing. I'm not moved by this. So what? Talk to me. Where y'all at? StreamYard says there's 122 eyes on me right now. Or y'all not talking. I know some of y'all at work, some of y'all driving or whatever it is. Make yourself known. Why are you celebrating this? Tell me why you're celebrating this. Let's have a conversation. Because you can tell me why you're celebrating, and I'll tell you, Jay, what up? And I'll tell you why I am unmoved by this. I don't care. This is not even like news, but since y'all made it news, you know what I mean? You could speculate that it's everything to disrupt what black fighters do in the ring. And I'm going to say it don't matter because they've been trying to kill us since the dawn of time. And whatever they throw at us, don't we always make those lemons and take those lemons and make lemonade? We didn't get the good parts of the pig. We ate the feet. We ate the intestines. We ate the tail, the snout, the eyes. 400 years later or so, white folk and everybody else is going to what? Soul food restaurants to eat it because we made it a delicacy out this motherfucker, even though we got high blood pressure, diabetes, and all kinds of weird shit. Marcus, I don't know. I don't know what it was. Not another boxing channel. Salute. So everything they tried to do to us, it just doesn't seem to work, do it? What are they doing? They playing music. We don't like that Jungle Bunny music. Take their congas. Take those sticks with the string on them. And we invented ham bone. Beatboxing. Hey, I'm going to take this basket and tie it to a pole, and I'm going to take a ball and throw it through there, through the basket. We're going to call it basketball. Years later, some of the most dominant players we've changed the game of basketball. Drench, what up? We've changed the game of basketball. Whatever you throw at us, we can, I mean, come on, man. Because we're just that great. Not good, we're great. That's what we are. So all of you people watching and laughing when you got this, you can speculate that, you know, people are doing everything to stun our growth and fuck us up. But I'm not moved by this. Anything below a 16 by 16 is just suicide, and it's bad for everybody. What happens when the boxer hurts the brawler? And for the first time in that brawler's life, he got to get on his bike. Doesn't a smaller ring hurt them? Oh, well, that doesn't happen. Ask Jaime Munguia when he fought what's the guy, Saucy? Saucy? Munguia is more of a puncher / brawler. He's not even a boxer. He gets annoyed when you don't hit him. He likes the punch that's high on his forehead. He likes it. And Saucy knocked his ass out. What happened when you saw Ricky Hatton hurt? He knew one way. He's a car that's built with no reverse. And what happened when he got hurt finally? He got knocked out. Didn't Floyd knock him out? Now the 86 in that super chat. Salute, my brother. He says, salute, Drew, and salute to the mighty LDBC. Thank you so much. Why y'all acting like this benefits the brawlers and the punches? Come on, we're the people that's laughing at this. I'm unmoved. This is not even news to me. I mean, the news was we could speculate. We could speculate because it was all bad timing. That's all it was. That week in the boxing, you know, y'all forgot that Devin outlanded Canelo. Y'all forgot that? He outlanded Canelo. But this is everything's about Devin, right? Damn, y'all hate that kid so much. Damn. But let's rock with that. Let's say it's about Devin. Let's say Lomachenko jumps up to 140 plus and says, okay, I'm coming out of retirement and I'm fighting Devin. Does a smaller ring benefit Loma? He fought in the pocket and got his ribs broke. Then y'all be screaming about that, right? But I want to see who knows boxing. Did Floyd Mayweather need a 24 by 24 ring when he fought Canelo Alvarez, or did he fight him in the pocket? But leading up to that fight, what did people say? Oh, he's going to run all night. I'm like, y'all don't know boxing. Y'all don't know the art of picking off shots, countering, lateral movement. And when I say lateral movement, that don't mean jumping from side to side or all across the ring. Because then Canelo would have to put Floyd in a triangle. He couldn't even do that because he got bad feet. And Floyd knew that. That's why I tell y'all, if Devin was moving too much for Ramirez, which he was, it was Ramirez's responsibility to stop it. How are you a pro fighter, former champion, and you don't know how to cut off a goddamn ring? You know what? There was a gap in talent. He couldn't do it. Because if he could, he'd have did it. He could not do it. So what's running to you, what you mean to say is you weren't entertained. And Devin, like most fighters, understand, motherfuck your entertainment. Me entertaining you does nothing for me. He found that out because none of y'all said, oh, he got hard. He got up 5 times or 4 times or 3 times versus Ryan. None of y'all said that. Y'all just laughed and said he should retire. He can't come back from beating like that. Y'all wanted him gone. That's what y'all said. I ain't hear nothing about no heart, nothing. But if Devin Haney was Devin Ramirez, Devin Rodriguez, Devin Juan Carlos, Devin Cervantes de Leon. Oh, he has the heart of a Latino. That's all I would never hear the end of it. When Devin got knocked down, what he should have did was box Ryan for the rest of the fight because he'd have won, clearly. But he kept getting up saying, damn, JC, what up? I got to get that back. Had no idea he was up against a juiced up freak that was at least 20 pounds heavier than him that night. He pays the price in camp, maintaining weight, being clean. Ryan didn't do anything. He was drinking, he was smoking, he was eating whatever he wanted. They restructured the contract so he can go get into the ring overweight. And he still cheated him. But Devin's the villain, right? And then you find out the dude's a racist, but Devin's the villain, right? Oh, you don't sue, you get it back in blood. Ryan said no. You knuckledraggers showed me exactly who you are. Y'all completely showed your entire chimpan ass. So I know what it is. So I enjoy watching Devin bounce around that ring and watching Ramirez swing, miss, get counted. Because you saw the gap in talent. Ramirez is good in his own right, but not better than Devin Haney. And if it's a 24-by-24 or a 16-by-16, doesn't matter. If you got bad feet, you got bad feet. Question. Was Tank Davis running from Isaac Cruz or was he boxing him? Because I didn't know Tank could do that until that night. With one hand, he boxed Isaac Cruz's head in. With one hand. I said, that's dope. That's what I said. He boxed him. And you found out that night that Isaac Cruz was a limited fighter. If he catch you, he's going to try and take your head off. But he's a limited fighter. And I don't see anybody saying that Isaac Cruz is a one-trick pony. I don't hear that. It's entertaining to watch. Did El Rayo run from Isaac Cruz? Did he run or did he box him? You see the people screaming about this? Never been in a gym? They just started watching the sport like fairly recently. They grew up on highlight reels of Mike Tyson. You come to YouTube and say, yo, man, you need to check this fighter out. And I say, go check out Arturo Gatti, man. You'll see what I'm talking about. They click on a highlight reel of him landing punches and knocking the shit out of people. And it's like, oh, man, this guy's great. No, bro. He was an ass whooping waiting to happen. What video did you watch? And it's like a Gatti tribute. Like, yo, bro, do you know this guy was a punching bag? Sit down and watch a fight with him from start to finish, and maybe you'll get it. We're getting into debates with people that just grow up on this YouTube shit watching highlights. That doesn't give you the data that you need about a fighter. It really does not. You look at Emmanuel Augustus' record, you be like, whoa, why he got so many losses? But if you watch him fight, guarantee you be asking me, well, wait, why does he have so many losses? You know why? A lot of those fights that he had went to the cards. They went to the cards. And unfortunately, the judges didn't like his demeanor in the ring because he messed around a lot. And a lot of those fights were robberies. That's the truth. But if you ask Floyd Mayweather, who was his toughest fight ever? His name comes up. Because he fought him on a program, what was that program? It was on Showtime, where they were mixing the hip-hop culture with boxing. Ed Lover was an announcer for that. Y'all remember that? I forgot the name of that program. But that's where Floyd, that was Pretty Boy Floyd at that. That was Pretty Boy Floyd that fought Emmanuel Augustus. And he was kicking Floyd's ass for a little while. Floyd was, which I don't want to understand, though. Contrary to popular belief, Floyd Mayweather is a dog. Floyd Mayweather Jr. was a dog. KO Nation, thank you, Tim. Thank you. Floyd Mayweather was a dog. I know y'all don't want to believe it. That Money Mayweather was just what it was. It was a persona. Floyd, Pretty Boy Floyd, was a dog. And so is Emmanuel Augustus. And Floyd tell you that was one of my toughest fights. Don't watch the highlights. It's got to be on YouTube. Watch it from start to finish. You're going to be like, yo. Yes. So when I tell you all the time, numbers don't necessarily tell the whole tale, which is why I don't engage with the LeBron James and Michael Jordan conversation. I really don't. Because I lived through the eras. I've seen it. And there's a reason why Jordan's the GOAT, way over LeBron. There's a reason why I talked to Kendall Gill. Retired NBA player. He played against Mike. He's been in the league. He told me there's nobody that played professional ball or in a front office. If you had one slot to fill left and you had to choose between Jordan and LeBron, 100% everyone's going with Michael Jordan. Nobody outside of Bronny James, his son, is picking LeBron. Nobody. There are intangibles. The numbers don't tell the tale. LeBron got crazy great numbers. But I've watched Jordan play from the time he was a rookie. I've watched Kobe. I've watched LeBron. There is no comparison. And there are intangibles, how the game is officiated. Or all these things, but I ain't going to get into that. Thomas, what up? I ain't going to get into that. My point is you have to watch things from start to finish. Highlights just don't do it. And it's a fun thing to say, oh, smaller ring, or that means Devin can't run. Let me ask y'all a question. What happens if a smaller ring is a result of Devin getting caught in a triangle and he knocks the shit out of somebody? I'm calling it right now. This smaller ring shit, I'm telling you, it means nothing. I don't know who is going to step up to the plate and fight Devin next. But Devin's going to beat their ass. And he's going to do it so bad. The next thing y'all going to start doing is saying, he wasn't punching like that before. Are they doing proper drug testing? Because you know he is Muslim in this Riyadh season. And it's going to be another fucking excuse. Tony C, salute. The real OG, Mr. Mont, salute. King Bonnie, what's going on? And it's going to be a whole different, Shaolin, salute. It's going to be a whole different conversation. DHP could do no right. All Turkey did to preserve a fan base. And I told y'all this the other day, take the bait. All he did was say, okay, I'm shrinking the ring. Look, I'm doing something. Since y'all screaming about running, I'm going to shrink the ring. Now what's going to be complaint? Next year, he could say, okay, I'll make it a 16 by 16. Okay. But when your favorite fighter, who's a quote unquote puncher, when his ass can't move around, and he starts getting caught, then what you going to do? Yeah, G McCoy, they're already blaming Snack. They're already blaming Snack. Bud is getting VADA tested right now, as if he popped dirty. I don't see Bud complaining. Tay, good morning. I don't see Bud complaining. Hey, he just said, hey, they tested me now. He didn't pull a Manny Pacquiao.
Whoa! What?
I say he didn't pull a Manny Pacquiao. Foghorn Leghorn voice. I say he didn't pull a Manny Pacquiao. Right? 4.5 years to get that fight done because Manny Pacquiao was scared of needles, but he has tattoos. Floyd was trying to drain him by way of drawing blood, but he bled every fight, almost every fight. Manny was scared of the sight of blood, and I said, wait a minute. Many of those fights, his first fight, I think at 140? His first fight at 140? He fought David Diaz, and David looked like Frankenstein at the end of that fight. Was that his first fight at 40 or 47? I forget. So I said, yo, what do you mean he don't like the sight of blood? That's a condition. I know it's a condition, but I said, him? No. They said, no. He don't like the sight of his own blood. The excuses were ridiculous. And speaking of which, do y'all remember the stipulations that he wanted in order to fight Floyd before the fight actually happened? He wanted like a 19, 20-day freezing point where they don't do drug testing before the fight. Y'all remember this? 704 Joe, salute. Do y'all remember this? He wanted a cutoff point. It was all over ESPN. I wasn't a content creator back then, but I was like, yo, I was on YouTube and I'm looking at these pages. I'm like, yo, are y'all seeing this? I said, if Floyd said I want a cutoff period for drug testing, y'all would be like y'all would have a stroke right now. Y'all would have an aneurysm. Do y'all remember that? But what was the major thing? Well, that was major. He wanted the cutoff in the drug testing. He wanted his choice in glove size. He wanted his choice in venue. He wanted to fight in Dallas. That's why he fought Josh Clottey instead of Floyd. He wanted to fight in Dallas, but he wanted smaller gloves. He wanted his choice of venue. He wanted a catch weight of 145 on fight night. And if Floyd came in any pound overweight, for every pound he came in overweight, he wanted $10 million. Y'all remember this? For the welterweight championship of the world, he wanted a catch weight of 145 and a $10 million penalty for every pound Floyd came in overweight, because when he came out of retirement, he fought Marquez and couldn't really make the weight. You remember that? But do you know what the major thing was in there also? He wanted a smaller ring so Floyd couldn't run. Now here's the funny part. Floyd said okay to everything. Even the 50-50 split in money. He said okay to everything. And the reason why it didn't happen for 4 years was because that motherfucker Pacquiao did not want to take OSDT, Olympic-style drug testing. And think about this. The Pac-Tards agreed with him. 4.5 years it took to get this done. And I said, what are we talking about here? The guy, all he has to do is agree to drug testing. Nonito Donaire was already doing it. He was already doing it. Ben Floyd was already doing it. But they loved Nonito for it, and they hated Floyd. But then when I say there's a racial aspect of it, y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Now, salute. I was here for all of it. You see, some of you Johnny-come-latelys, y'all turn around. Y'all know that I was over like a decade and some change ago now. Y'all know that, right? So these new fans that were like children back then, wasn't paying attention. Y'all just got into boxing. Understand, my demeanor towards this sport comes from somewhere because I've seen this shit before. Tyson Fury goes to Saudi and got his ass kicked, well, actually 3 times. Because a lot of people think Ngannou beat him. I said, well, y'all could believe that. I don't care. I thought Fury edged it out, but whatever. I don't like Fury. So y'all are entitled to believe that. But I said, don't you find it strange that he fought life and death with an MMA guy? Y'all don't find that strange? Oh, it's nothing. Some people just have your number. Okay. Ngannou got in there with AJ, and AJ beat his ass in 1 or 2 rounds. I said, well, how the fuck does AJ do this? And Fury could not? Huh? Oh, maybe I'm bugging. Then gets in there with Usyk and almost gets knocked out the first fight and fought life and death in the second fight and loses. And then blames Saudi. No. Simple answer. The dude fought clean. The dude fought clean. And a clean Fury is subpar. Thank you. Time reveals all truth. So Saudi is staying, pulling the curtains back on y'all. So y'all asked for some compliance because you was bored? Fine, he's giving you an 18-by-18 ring. So Devin has a list. Has anybody reached out to him yet? I don't care what Apartheid Hitchens said. Did he make the call? He cussed out DHP, right? Good job. End bombing for all those white folks to see. But high-fiving with a racist. Great job, Apartheid. Because I refuse to call you Africa. Great job, dude. But you said all that. It's Monday. Are you active? I'll tell you what happened. You said you was a free agent. Turkey hit up Hearn and said, nope, don't like that. He got to be working with you. You're not a boss, dude. Get with Eddie Hearn and tell your boy Eddie, make this Haney fight next. Because as it stands right now, I don't know what Devin was doing. He was supposed to be fighting Tia Female. Tia Female ducked $11 million. Don't take my word for it. Go to his friend Punch Drunk. And I'm not talking bad, but Punch said that it's a duck. He said that. So don't get mad at me. Go to him. Go to him. He ain't got to listen to me because I don't like Tia Female. But that's his man. And he kept it a buck with him. So go talk to him. So, Rich, you up, right? You could be ready by September. You smoked out Devin Haney's leftovers, right? You came in there super big, right? Super big. Man, I'd have been looking at you funny if you didn't get George out of there. Devin boxed his face in for 24 rounds. He fought life and death against Maxie Hughes. He got stopped by Lomachenko by a body shot. And then your big ass coming in there and knocking him out. Of course, you fought his leftovers. So you ain't do shit to deserve a DHP fight. But you on a list. So he's looking to put some love in your pocket. So if you ain't going to get the 11, because you're not as accomplished as Teofimo Lopez, I say it one more time. You're not as accomplished as Teofimo Lopez. I say it one more time. You're not as accomplished as Teofimo Lopez. But is your skill set on that level? I don't know. but you're on the list. Go get your bread, bro. Go get your bread. You talking a good one, but you don't want it. But prove me wrong. Todd French in that super chat, he says, even Ryan, the most greasy, slimy, despicable, in my best Daffy Duck voice, person said you can't tell professional boxers how to fight. Cook, Drew. I'm on the job. So come on, y'all got everything going for yourself. 18 by 8, you got a smaller ring, so nobody can run. Not even your favorite fighter. What happens when your favorite fighter gets clipped? Don't act like it can't happen. We saw what happened to Tank. He was getting clipped. He didn't even get clipped real bad. He got clipped into taking a knee. Good God. Good God. What happens if he really, really, really gets clipped? He's going to need to move, right? That's what they're taught in the gym. Move. Hold. What happened when Ali fought Liston and got that shit in his eye? What was he told to do? Dance. That's boxing, and Sonny couldn't cut him off. The shit wore off, and Sonny lost. That was the first fight. But you airheads will call it running. Oh, the brawler never really, they don't get clipped like that. All right, Jaime Munguia got knocked out by a dude that was not a knockout artist. And then had to cheat him in the rematch. And y'all want to talk to me about drug testing and how Turkey Al-Sheikh is this demon and bad for boxing. Yeah, all right. Go tell Josh Padley how he's bad for boxing. From his $1 million home and his retired family. With his feet up now. He ain't got to do another piece of electrician work a day in his life. Because of this man. He's catering you to you stupid asses. Because y'all stupid. What he did was take away another excuse. Watch this, watch this. AJ's not scared of Deontay. He could have fought Deontay off of the Parker loss, and he still didn't do it. Y'all still want to talk to me? Y'all still want to talk to me? Hey, when Deontay lost to Parker, and he got knocked out by Zhilei Zhang. You know who didn't do it? AJ. I ain't got no problem with a fighter I support losing a fair one, because it's boxing. Ain't the first time, probably won't be the last time. But I love the sport first. I ain't got no problem. Zhilei Zhang's not a cheater. How about that? Joseph Parker's not a cheater. How about that? AJ's a coward. How about that? I want Anthony Joshua versus King Kong Ortiz next. Uh-oh. I don't know what Ortiz is doing. He announced his retirement. And what is AJ doing next? He got slept. So I think King Kong lost his last fight. His last fight was against Andy Ruiz, right? So he's coming off of a loss, right? AJ needs some get back, but at his level, there is no light work. I don't want to see a Daniel Dubois remix because I don't think he could beat Daniel Dubois. So fight Old Man Ortiz, go fight him. Because that fight is literally 8 years past due. He's 8 years older now. Get it done. Todd French back in that super chat salute. He says, facts. In the effort to curtail all black fighters, they inadvertently stripped away all their excuses to dodge. I don't want to hear any more excuses. Cook, I'm on the job. What's your excuses now, people? Devin got a list. Y'all know the list. Y'all said it was capped, but no one has answered the call. Now, Apartheid Hitchens, he cussed them out, but you did say you want it next, right? What are you doing? It's Monday. What are you doing? Now that Turkey done cracked the whip, and said, nope. You get that under control. You really want it next? Get it next. Because he said it, right? This is giving me Subriel Matias vibes. Y'all remember that in 2024? Let me remind you, for all you Subriel Matias fans who have selective memory and you don't know what you think you know. At the end of 2023, didn't Devin beat the shit out of what's his name? Regis Prograis. Beat him up. Had him screaming about weight. Listen, man, if the fighter makes the weight at the weigh-in, I don't want to hear about being a weight bully. If there's no restrictions on how you rehydrate, I don't want to hear it. Devin paid the price. He made weight. He made the weight. You did too. Stop it. My brother Trick Notes, he in the building. He said, salute this morning, Drew in chat. Salute to my brother. Yes, sir. Texas. You don't mess with Texas. Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, you don't mess with Texas. They different. Open carry. I don't fuck around out there. I don't fuck around nowhere. Run, Shawshank. Salute. Wait a minute. Is that true? Brother says, why am I just now finding out Hitchens got his nickname Africa from a Mexican boxing trainer? Is that true? Is that true, y'all? I don't know. Is that true? Is that true? Hey, bro. Please. Brother Reef, salute. Yo, is this true? Bro. Can somebody confirm this? Edgar, what up? Thomas said, yeah. Wait a fucking minute. Ain't he Haitian, by the way? Coach, you see this? Ain't he Haitian, by the way? But he's like second generation. Ain't his family Haitian? Sac passe. Doesn't he speak? He's Haitian, right? His family or something? Wait a goddamn minute. So if you're brown and I'm training you and you speak Spanish, I'm just going to say, yeah, I'm going to call you San Juan, and the nigga Dominican. Hey, I'm from DR. No. I'm just going to call you San Juan. If y'all don't know, San Juan is a city in Puerto Rico. I'm going to call you San Juan, but you Dominican. I'm going to call you San Juan, but you from fucking Panama. I'm going to call you Panama Pete, but you Dominican. What the fuck is this? Is real? Oh my God.
Whoa! What What?
Oh my God. You can't be serious.
Yeah, come on!
Take a banana break. Because I didn't know this. Let this man. Coach said T.O. called him a dark charcoal stick. And he still hugged him. But y'all want to get mad at me. I have some YN up here. I'm only using that term because that's what y'all short bus niggas call yourselves. Talking about I'm making money talking bad about black people. Here's what I'm going to say about all you YNs that believe that. Point out when I'm lying on them. That's what you do. It's not bad if I'm pointing out the discrepancies and why it's embarrassing and I'm voicing my detest towards this unbecoming behavior. Point out when I'm lying on them, because that's the problem. Huh? This banana's so good. It didn't make my protein shake this morning. Mark, what up, Mark? Yo, Trick, you stupid. He said, everyone close your eyes for 5 seconds. That's how black Richard Hitchison is. And his Mexican trainer calls him Africa. Felix, salute my brother. Calls him Africa. And that name stuck. I thought he called himself Africa because he's from African descent. He's Haitian. So if I walk up to him, I'll say, Rich, talk I say. He should say Nabule, right? And we should start having a conversation in French. But he took his black ass to a gym, and his Mexican trainer says, your nickname should be Africa. Kunta Kente. He didn't say, man, yeah, I call myself Africa. Won't you call yourself fucking, I don't fucking know, Cheech and Chong and shit. Man, I was born in East LA. Man, I was born in East LA. Wow. I was watching the news, and they pulled over this kid. ICE pulled over this kid in California, and they detained him. It said, you look like someone we're looking for, right? All you got to do is look like that, look Mexican. And they don't give a fuck if your English is perfect. Come to find out, that kid was born in the Bronx. He was born out here, relocated out there, and he's doing deliveries out in the West Coast. Abdullah, salute. He's doing deliveries out. He lived out there. He was born and raised in the Bronx, moved out there, working. ICE rolls up on him. And now, the irony, he got a black lawyer fighting for him because he's trying to sue. And this nigga, I was like, oh, shit. Yo, the world is a mess. Israel starting beef. Man, I ain't even gonna get on that, man. You know what? What I got to say about that, y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to my Patreon. That's all I'm gonna say about that. What I got to say is not for here. What I will say is this: everybody need to chill, because everyone in this world is doing way too much. Slow the fuck down. You got ICE over here, Donald Trump doing this, Israel doing that, Iran launching. What the, bro? Stop. Everyone need to, whoa. Everyone just need to be like, whoa. What are we doing? What are we doing? Why can't the world leaders get together and say, oh, look, how many homeless people we got? Why don't we put together a program where we can house these people, get them mental stability, and let's get some land where we could just grow food, and let's fix hunger. Fuck who you pray to. Let's just fix that. Protect the kids. Nobody should be hung. Why can't anyone? To me, that's simple. But if someone's not making money at it, they don't want to do it. MJ, what up? But I don't want to take the show because I'm just somewhere else. Boxing, please. Everyone, Freedom's March, salute. Everyone need to slow the fuck down, man. What are we doing? Seriously. The fucking YouTuber that rolled up on his rival on the Vegas Strip in front of people and shot him and his wife. Whoa, what are you doing? Shade Girl, salute. Eric O, salute. What are you doing? Did y'all see the damn video? He walked up on him and was like, all right, whatever. You say whatever the fuck you want to say. He pulled out a gun and blicked him. She said, are you serious? And then he shot her. I'm like, wait a minute. What? And then y'all wonder why we take it serious when you got some midget who couldn't bust a grape walking around with a shirt that says LDVC killer? What does that mean? When you got insecure niggas running around behaving like that, I'm not supposed to take that serious? Huh? Y'all are mentally that fragile? Really? Think about this. He couldn't pull up and throw a punch. He couldn't pull up and go live and start roasting him. He pulled up and killed him and his woman. Think about what I said. So when you got these people threatening Black Fight Fan's daughter a few years ago, y'all wasn't here for that. And incidentally, the dude took the video down, but he died. He died. And when people told me, I said, oh, okay. Zero, in my Yoda voice, 0 fucks I give. Because you know why? See, God's not a liar. And I know I've shared this story a dozen times, but it bears repeating. The guy had like 20, 30 videos about me. I don't know what I did to him. I don't know him. He was from Baltimore. This is my response to Drew Titan. I'm like, who is this guy? I had cats calling me like, yo, I subscribe to you, like my family members, because they don't watch boxing. They're like, yo, but this dude's videos keep popping up in my algorithm. He knows your government name and everything. I'm like, hey, it gets like that. I said, he's like, do you know dude though? I said, I don't know him. I never met him. Don't know him. I don't know this nigga. They're like, yeah, but be careful, man. Because niggas is crazy out here. I said, I know. Well, while he was making all the steroid jokes, Drew Titan is on steroids. He's having roid rage. All of this because I stood in the pocket for Deontay Wilder. All of that. And this was a nigga down in Baltimore, right? Dude does a video threatening, D-Free salute, threatening to sexually assault Black Fight Fan's daughter. We went bonkers. It got real. It really did. We had a meeting about this. So we decided to go the legal route. Because we done worked too hard. We're parents. Some of us are grandparents. And we ain't trying to get on no street shit over something some maniac said. So we went the legal route. But we still didn't pull the trigger on that. Because Black would have had to do it. Like when I say pull the trigger, I'm talking about like take legal action. And plus, dude took the video down. And this happened. My cell phone didn't have screen record back then. That's how long ago this was. Well, before Wilder Fury 3, the night before I went, I got a DM from one of the sisters. And she said, Drew, did you see this? And when you share a link in the DM, the whole YouTube page comes up. I said, oh, I know this guy. I said, look, what is he talking about now? I said, you know what? I'm not going to give him any views. Unless he does a live stream with my name and address and talking about he's literally coming up to get me, that's a legal issue, and then I will pursue legal action. He's not doing that. I don't care. She says, no, I really think you need to go look at this video. I said, I'm not trying to give him any views. She says, no, Drew, look at the video. Trust me. So I click on the video, and it's I think it's a girl talk. No, somebody, it sounds like an obituary. And I'm like, what's going on here? And I'm reading the comment section. First of all, in the comment section, the first 10 people I saw are all known racists on YouTube from the Floyd Mayweather era. These guys were racist. These were all his friends. And this is a black dude, by the way. Okay? I saw all those people, and they were talking about R.I.P. Your father was a good man. He was different. He wasn't like the others. Shower, salute, queen. I said, what's going on? Yo, he died. And then his daughter, I forget her name, was in the chat. Thank you, guys. My father was sick. He was a brittle diabetic. Whoa! Go! I said, son of a bitch, a brittle diabetic at that. So wait a minute. All of this talk about me being on steroids and all this other shit, it was all cap. What he should have been doing is hitting me up saying, Drew, I don't fuck with your boxing opinion, but I'm sick. I need some health pointers. And I'd have told him I'm no expert, but I can connect you with Hard Body J Timo. He's an expert. I can connect you with Blu-ray. He's an expert. Brother, we don't have to agree on boxing, but I don't want you to die. That's what I would have did. But no, he got a bunch of pictures like with me with needles in my arm, and it's like crazy. I'm like, what the fuck I did to him? I don't know this dude. Well, 30 videos about me being on steroids and all this other shit that he can't confirm. He don't know me as a person. He's talking about essaying and that's another thing. At the time, Black's daughter was underage. So I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you say that? Black man. And he died. Oh, I know it is, Brother Reef. It is. So if anyone thinks I'm lying, y'all can go check it yourself. And he's dead. All that hate and jealousy he took to the grave, what he did was when he saw me jumping rope and lifting weights and motivating people, that enraged him because he can't jump no rope. He can't do no push-ups. He couldn't do no 30 for 30. He couldn't do it. He can't handspring up off the floor. He can't do it. He didn't have a viral moment like I did with Sugar Hill. So his viral moment was trying to talk about me. And he took that hatred to the grave. So when I say God won't be mocked, I mean that. Now, stupid ass buckle up boxing or sports prediction 101. This bitch ass nigga went out of his way to contact her. Yeah, you know, this guy Drew Titan, he talk about your daddy. But yeah, because I bet you his daughter don't know. If she went through his content, the first thing she says, why is she always talking about this dude? And when she come to my content, you won't find one video with his name in the title. And the only thing I'm doing talking about him is explaining what kind of brother he was and what he did to me. And I didn't do shit to him. And I'm just telling y'all what happened. Yeah, Erico, that's exactly what he's doing now. I ain't got to talk bad about him. I ain't got to lie on him. I'm telling y'all what happened. When I had sports prediction on my panel, I said, what is wrong with you? Everything he said about me, he was wrong. Well, I don't like what you said about I would stay real. I was like, oh, I ain't lying on him. He got 30 videos about me. You got 15. And I don't know y'all niggas. For what? He talking about me. I ain't talking about him. And I'm just saying what happened. And I said, yo, where were you when he threatened to essay Black Fight Fan's underage daughter. Well, you should be essaying anybody, but let alone she was underage. Oh, I knew about that. These and the general was on the panel. Oh, you niggas never, ever, 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 ever see what they do. Y'all think that we start this shit. All of these niggas are crazy. The LDBC is we in our own bubble. We doing our own thing. Meanwhile, we move the needle and everyone got shit to say. That's what it is. So I don't need to respond to these niggas. But my antennas are up. Because some of you niggas are crazy. Some of you niggas are just crazy. Y'all have no life. Y'all immerse yourself into this sport. And y'all get so jealous that when you turn on our channels, the fighters that you hate or love might be talking to us. You follow us on social media. We got pictures with dudes that you love. Y'all get mad. Y'all don't understand how BFTB can say everything he says about Tank and still be cool with their team. So all of you guys D-blowing Tank, y'all don't even know the dude. His OG was in New York with us. This is the first time you hear me saying that. He was there. He was there. I wasn't formally introduced, but I was listening to, he was talking to BF. I said, oh, that's homie. Lamont, I see you in that super chat. Fuck that guy. He's one of the people I'm talking about. He's crazy. And thanks for the super chat. He's crazy. He's crazy. I don't deal with that. The dude has a Twitter post with the prayer hands saying, I hope Devin dies. Did Twitter say, nah, we got to remove that? Yeah, he's a drug addict. His brother was at a gym talking about, yo, the dude stole $4,000 from my mom's. His younger brother. I watched it. I watched the whole live stream. I said, what? This dude is a drug addict, man. Running around challenging people to fights and shit, man. I'm trying to talk boxing here. And here's the funny part. I don't know everything. Chat, how many times you heard me use the term educate me? Am I wrong on that? Let me know what this is. How many times you heard me say, I think I might have said it today. I don't know everything. This is my opinion. You don't have to agree. For example, 18 by 18. I don't care about this. I don't care about this. But the people that called Devin Haney a runner, y'all just thought that this 18 by 18 shit was for Devin Haney. You stupid idiots. He got a great relationship with Devin Haney. $20 million says he does. Devin Haney gave him a list. This is who I want to fight. And Apartheid Hitchens is on that list. Teofimo Lopez is on that list. But if you fools want to think that a smaller ring is to stop what Devin Haney's doing, fine. All I'm saying is everybody on that list should be running to the phone. Teofimo Lopez has an 18 by 18 ring to work and $11 million. That motherfucker said no. Where's he going to get $11 million from? I don't know. He ain't going to get it fighting Richards and Hitchens. You know why? Word is the door was a bust. The event was a bust. They'll be lucky if they make $500,000 a piece. Do it in Brooklyn for that flimsy belt? Can they even sell out the Barclays? Nobody comes to fuck with Teofimo Lopez. He fought in New York. Nobody really fucks with Apartheid Hitchens. So can they sell out the Barclays? What the undercard gonna look like? And cats want to talk about an 18 by 18 ring. Yo, look, we could talk about it. We could speculate what we think it means, but I'm saying, hey, man, This don't bother me. The next argument is going to be when Devin knocks somebody out. Y'all going to be talking about Snack and the drug testing. Y'all doing it now. Oh, it's Snack. Victor Conte, Snack. Yo, look, man. When Victor Conte got back into the sports industry, I did a live stream, and I asked y'all, are y'all cool with this? I asked y'all. One of my least watched videos, y'all. So y'all speak with your eyesight, with how y'all hit the like button, with how y'all share the video. I said, okay, y'all don't care? You sure? Okay, if y'all don't care, I don't want to hear nothing later. I remember saying that. Y'all don't care? Okay. I pointed out how he was arrested, how they wanted to give him a second chance because he's white. I talked about all of that. I'm not calling him racist. I'm saying that he has a complexion for the protection, and this is a land of second chances, and he exercised that. So I asked, Felix, you remember this, right? I asked y'all, are y'all cool with this? Y'all showed me by your views, and I'm not mad at that, but y'all always hear me say, don't cry later, right? And here we are goddamn near 4 years later. Y'all crying. And I'm telling you, I don't want to hear it now. You know when I want to hear it? When some athletes pop and they say, no, I was taking this snack powder, and you see this on the back? This is on a ban list. Oh, you see what we found then? Ostarine or methamphetamine or anthrine or whatever reen is in there. And it's not listed back here, but I popped for that, and I got it out of here. And they run all the numbers on all the canisters that came out. They say, oh, no, it's in like 1,200 canisters, man. I don't know how the fuck it got in there. That's when we could blame Snack. But until then, don't talk to me. Do not talk to me. He did the crime. He did the time. He's back in it. He's working with athletes. I don't want to hear it. These are excuses. And what Turkey has done, he's removed the excuses. All right? Y'all saying Snack is dirty? Bud is on Snack? They're body testing him early. Holler at me when Bud pops. Then I'll talk about it. I will get on and say, yo, look, man, it might be some shit with Snack. Because he was only on Snack, and now they're testing Snack. We want to see what happens. We will cross that bridge if we get to it. We all think that Manny Pacquiao was on that shit, right? But watch this. Was he ever caught? No. He was never caught, y'all. Now he came up 8 weight classes, 6 weight classes, whatever you want to say. It's really 6, man. I don't want to break that down for you. It's really 6, y'all, but whatever. Came up all those weight classes, maintained strength and power. And as soon as Floyd asked for OSDT, not only did he say no for 4 years, but the knockout stopped. We're not stupid, but here's the thing. He was never caught. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. One second, y'all. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's the play. So that's why I'm actually loving this 18 by 18. Let me get back to this, brother. Let me get back to this. All right. Salute to my brother Copper. He had to holler at me real quick. Yes, sir. But what I was saying is, Manny, we're not stupid. We can put 2 and 2 together. You want me to break it down in simpler terms? Let me ask y'all a question. Are y'all sure that Antonio Margarito cheated Miguel Cotto? Listen to the question. Are y'all sure? Are y'all sure he cheated Miguel Cotto? Listen to the question. You sure? Y'all sure OJ did it? Y'all sure he didn't do it? Think about what I'm asking. Think about it. What am I asking, y'all? Some of this shit will leave you like Scooby-Doo. And I'd have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids looking ass. You sure? Here's what we know. Margarito beat up Cotto. And I just thought I was looking at a classic boxer versus a puncher, and the puncher won. We didn't know shit until, matter of fact, we still don't know shit. Listen to what I'm saying. We don't know. We know that this dude tried to cheat Mosley. And then once we found out on that night what was going on, we was like, wait a minute. Hold on. Cotto's face never looked like that. We was like, oh, shit. And then we went back and we see the hand wraps. But check this out, y'all. We seen pictures. We never seen Cotto's face look like hamburger like that. The difference with Shane Mosley is that they recovered the hand wraps. They ran tests on him. And he was caught. Now, we can suspect what he did to Cotto. We can suspect what he did to Kermit Cintron. We can suspect what he did to Golden Johnson. All of these names I mentioned were previous opponents. But he was never caught. So you can't RICO charge him because he was never caught. He was caught for one situation. One. So Manny was never caught, but we could suspect and look at the things. Margarito was never caught versus Cotto, but we could suspect and look at the like there ain't no evidence, but we could just look. But unfortunately, in the court of law, Cotto couldn't say, hey man, I'm suing him. You could try. You could point out those graveled up hand wraps, but they're gonna be like, where the hand wraps? Gone. Unlike when Sugar Hill told me when we said where the gloves when you fought Deontay. Sugar Hill said they're in my house. I said, Mauricio, the gloves, have you ever investigated the gloves? He gonna tell me I don't know where they are. I said they're in Sugar Hill's house. Did he go look at the gloves? No. Those gloves ain't in his fucking house. He's lying. Those gloves are gone, man. But we're not, Delano, what up? We're not stupid. We know what it is. And he knows what it is. It's a joint effort, man. It was what was good for business in their eyes. What Riyadh season has done is removed all the excuses. And y'all tried so hard. Y'all tried so hard, man. Victor Conti and he talked to Shiraz and told me he was down 2 rounds and that was bad. I don't give a fuck about none of that, man. Boxing been corrupt. Y'all mad that he went to Shiraz and said, you're down 2 rounds and fought to a draw? Did I think it was a draw? No. I thought Adonis won. I did. But this is a sport that allowed Daniel Kinahan in it. Please stop talking to me. Felix Nunez, my brother in that super chat salute, you said, would a white undisputed champ on Snack be an issue? No. Nope. If Usyk was running around with a Snack shirt right now, Snack stock would go through the roof. If Tyson Fury had beaten Usyk and was wearing a snack shirt. Please. You got black and brown people over there. Now they looking at him with one eye open. I asked y'all about Victor Conte. Y'all ain't have a problem with it. When I say things like don't cry later, I really mean that. 4 years later, I don't want to hear it. Matter of fact, y'all think I'm bullshitting. Where's my Victor Conte video? April 26th of 2022. All right? Victor Conte, trust him or nah? And then April 5th, before that, Victor Conte versus the PBC. I was asking a question. He accused PBC. Now listen to this, y'all. Victor Conte accuses PBC fighters of being secretive about drug testing. And I asked y'all, do y'all have a problem with this? I asked y'all. Y'all remember when I said, wait a minute, there's a lot of black fighters over there in the PBC. Why is he coming for the PBC fighters? I asked y'all that. I was trying to trigger some thought. Why is he coming for the PBC? I asked y'all if y'all trusted him. He's still around, so obviously y'all cool with it. Now that Bud is fighting Canelo, and he has a legit chance, I got him beating Canelo. David Benavidez, who's also a threat to Canelo. And Devin Haney over there with Snack. Now y'all got a problem with Snack. 3 years ago, y'all didn't say shit. So I don't want to hear it. Shut your mouth. Talk to me when snack athletes start popping for whatever ingredients they have in their goddamn canisters. Boxing Fan times 4. I remember there used to be a video on YouTube where a guy claimed Pacquiao had loaded gloves for the Margarito fight. Probably did, because he bust Margarito's eye up pretty good, didn't he? And I think I know the video you're talking about. That shit is scrubbed. There's a lot of Pacquiao videos that are not here no more. If you didn't record it, and this was so long ago, the cell phones didn't have screen record, and you needed to have a special app to record shit off of, you know what I'm saying, YouTube. There was just because I wasn't content creating back then. I was just arguing with people in the chat, making myself crazy. King Fuses, salute. I don't want to speak about Victor Conte anymore. Talk to me when he does something illegal again. Don't care. Devin Haney, snack fighter. Benavidez, snack fighter. Bud, snack fighter. Now they got a fucking problem. But watch this. None of those names I mentioned pop dirty. Canelo did. Whoa! Go! Okay. Margarito, loaded gloves. Right? That happened. Wait a minute. He tried to load his gloves versus Shane Mosley. But legally, he was never caught for Cotto. But when you talk about that Cotto fight, people insist. That's the story now. We're now a decade removed from that fight. And people tell you, no, his gloves was loaded in the first fight. But hold on now. Talk to me like we're in the courtroom. Well, was he kicked out of the sport for that? No, he wasn't. Kamara, what up? He wasn't? So what do you mean his gloves was loaded? What do you mean? I don't understand. Oh, well, when he fought Shane Mosley, he was caught. So, we just put 2 and 2 together and, hold on. You can't do that. You can say that, but you can't do that. Talk to me like you're in the courtroom, man. You can speculate. Now watch this. Let me be clear. Do I believe he cheated Cotto? Yes, I believe that. But unfortunately, you ever heard something called the burden of proof? You ever heard of that? I have. Gerard Harlem in the building. What up? Coach Hudson says, not one of them called in to talk about Eddie's cheating ass Jim, but called in about no running rule. These are hypocrites. Yes, y'all don't want no running. Y'all laughing at the smaller ring. But Eddie Reynoso got how many fighters that popped over there? Like 4 of them. Come on, man. But y'all want to implement a no running rule? That super bug-eyed coon. No running rule with 3,000 signatures. Where was your petition to close Eddie Reynoso's gym? But then y'all get mad at us and call us off code. No, this is being held accountable. Because we've been talking about Eddie Reynoso's cheating ass gym. But y'all want to bully, watch this, it's going to sound so funny. Y'all want to bully this white man, Victor Conte? How's that, y'all? How's that? Y'all want to bully that white man who was tried and convicted and paid the crime? This is the land of second opportunities, right? Y'all want to bully this white man? I don't give a fuck. He played bass for Tower of Power. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all don't listen to funk. Victor Conte plays bass for Tower of Power. Anyway, give him a second chance. I'll deal with it if he does something illegal again. But he turned whistleblower, didn't he? He started saying, hey, man, PBC fighters, they're doing something crazy with their drug testing. I said, man, that's fucked up. And I said, man, is he doing that because they black? Is he on some race shit? But wait a minute, though. I said, Errol's clean. You know, Floyd's clean. All those fighters clean. But wait a minute. Didn't Tank look extremely normal in his last fight?
What?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now, I don't want to point no fingers like that. But wait a minute. Remember when I said that looked strange that Lamont was in the pocket and this guy's coming up from 130 and Tank is supposed to be this devastating puncher, and I'm like, okay, he's in the pocket from round 1. Well, he kept him on the tip of the jab, but when Tank closed the distance, he didn't move. Did he not? Was he not there to get hit all night long? And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I said, Tank is going to knock this nigga out in round 5 or 6. And when we, by the time we got to 4, I was like, what's happening? Wait a minute, what the fuck is going on? And I said, oh, shit. Y'all sure y'all want to talk about this Victor Conte shit? Why didn't Lamont Roach get knocked out? Oh, is he going to get knocked out this time? Okay. Okay. Look. Okay. I'll see. I don't know. But you got to believe that Tank is not the big favorite that he was. Now, where his power go? So what we're saying, 3 years later, Victor Conte may have had a point. Maybe he was talking about one fighter in particular. I don't know. Y'all better leave Victor Conte alone. Because what I've been seeing is between Victor Conte and Snack and Turkey Island Sheik exposing you. Now he done made a 18 by 18 ring. Now, if Lamont Roach can stand in front of Tank and not get hurt, what the fuck makes you think that Devin won't be able to stand there and not get hurt when his team was saying, oh, we'll fight Devin at what weight, though? And y'all telling us that 140 is too heavy for Tank. 18 by 18? Does he really want to fight Devin in an 18 by 18? Be careful what you celebrate. What's your excuses now? There's a list and Tank is on it. What's your excuses? He's giving you a rematch with Lamont Roach that he better win. And Jake Paul, but he don't want to fight Devin. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all have to stop. Y'all are asking for this. Boxer fan Times 4 back in that super chat. He says, where were the EJ nipple experts for Ryan? I don't know. Niggas was talking about EJ's nipples for years. I was like, yo, y'all are so homo. Y'all are really looking at that man's chest. There ain't enough big titty bitches on Instagram for y'all to look at, for y'all to be looking at this man's chest. What's wrong with y'all? Okay. Y'all don't know boxing like you think. 18 by 18, that's why I got Turkey up here laughing. He's playing y'all. He's removed y'all excuses. Tank couldn't deal with Devin when Devin was 16. He was a grown-ass man. Now Devin is bigger, got his man strength. Now y'all want to say that Devin's too big and Tank's too small for 140. I'm listening to y'all, but y'all think he knocks him out? I said, whoa, why ain't take that 50 mil? What's going on? Now he done fucked around and shrunk the ring. The reality is y'all don't want that fight. That's the reality. The reality is Devin knocks the shit out of Tank. That's the reality. The reality is if Tank was that dude when he went to 140, he wouldn't have fought Mario Barrios. He'd have fought Josh Taylor. That's the reality. And why is it that he's allowed to change his mind? Eugenia says Turkey's on some now you can't leave. That's the Bronx Tale shit. Yeah. 18 by, oh yeah, you making excuses. 18 by 18, now you can't leave. Now what? Turkey's just remove your excuses, man. And all I'm saying is Devin will not only beat Tank, but he'll beat his ass. Prove me wrong. That's all I asked for. Prove me wrong. The money was there. Now y'all got a smaller ring. What more could you ask for? A catch weight. Delano says you lost me on that one. I know you a Tank D-Rider, and it's okay. But history is on my side because the A side made the call, and he chose not to fight. There's no excuse. Once Turkey got involved and said, I got 50 million, Tank said, give me 2 Ferraris. That's what happened. Did you know? And BFTB just told me this. Did you know? I don't know what type of cars, but on top of the money that Turkey paid Devin, he gave him like 3 cars. And I'm willing to bet that they're worth more than those 3 Ferraris because he later asked for 3. Those 3 Ferraris that Tank asked for. So I'm just looking at the landscape. If I'm on the outside looking in and you're telling me, hey man, Tank's the best in the world. Okay. And his rival's Devin Haney. Okay. My next logical question is, why aren't they fighting? And Tank is the A side and he draws all this money and I love his hair. And okay, well, why aren't these guys fighting? That's my question. Oh, well, because, Devin Haney don't sell enough. He don't make enough money. And wait a minute. But it don't matter because that's the money guy. The money guy's money is guaranteed, right? So why don't he just fight his rival? Oh, well, the X's and O's and sugar honey iced tea and cream puffs and greasy hair and I like cheese. Huh? Wait a minute. This guy's the A side with the tattoos, right? Yeah. This guy's his rival, right? Yeah. So your guy beats this guy, right? Yeah. Who's this Arab guy? He offered them how much money up front? What, 25 apiece? Okay. Why? Oh, well, he don't want to go to Saudi because that's his man and they're Muslim. Well, ain't they both Muslims? Well, yeah, but, he likes Devin more. So he feels that he's going to have to go out there and knock Devin out. Well, you said he knocks Devin out. Do you see this? Do you hear what I'm saying? I'm making it simple. Delano said, let's see who ducks Africa. Should I entertain that? Or no? Let me know if you want me to entertain that. Let me know. Let me know. Should I entertain that statement? Should I? I really shouldn't. Delano, you must have missed the entire first half of the show. Thank you, Brandon. I'm not. He cussed out the Haneys, right? Smiled in Teofimo's face. Had Teofimo don't even want to fight him, right? But then says I'm a free agent, right? Turkey says, Eddie Hearn, you better get that shit under control. I don't like that free agent talk. He got to work with you for me to work with him. Nobody, listen, apartheid is not a hot free agent, bro. He's not. And I should have known when I got invited to the presser. When I went live at the presser, do y'all remember? It wasn't a presser. You know what I thought we was doing? I thought we was going into the theater and there was going to be a bunch of people there. Like when I went to Triple G versus Canelo. I thought it was going to be a presser. No. There was like 13 people upstairs. And they took us upstairs to the 5th or 6th floor. I said, this is good. It was real personal. I got to meet George Kambosos Sr. But I should have known then. And then it was a failing event. So the same shit y'all put on Devin with sales and everything else that doesn't make any sense, I put it on Africa. Does he move the needle? They just had a failed door. Does he move the needle? Is he in high demand? He don't even want to fight Teofimo. He got a belt. They're right there in their same division. You a free agent? Okay, cool. You're a free agent. Who's going to pick you up? Top Rank? You still got to work with Turkey. PBC? You still going to work with Turkey. Queensberry, still going to work with Turkey. Might as well stay your ass at Matchroom because you're going to work with Turkey. Plus, nigga, you on the list. You done cussed out DHP. So the real statement, Delano, is we're going to see if Apartheid Hitchens ducks Devin. You already done talked your shit, bro, but it's Monday. You did that shit Saturday. It's Monday. You should be on Twitter right now telling Eddie, yo, set up this DHP fight. I want it in September. We're in June, brother. We're in June. Devin was supposed to be beating the shit out of Teofimo August 16th. He don't want it. Ducked 11 milli. So let's see. You got Tank ducking 50. Or 25 apiece, whatever the fuck it was. You got Teofimo ducking 11 after complaining he never touched the mill. And now you got Richardson Apartheid Hitchens, right? Who got his nickname from a goddamn Mexican, which is fucking retarded. I just found that out this morning. Thank you very much. That is crazy. Calling out Devin, but let's see if he's going to be actively pursuing that fight. Because you're on the list. The reality is a lot of those people on that list, and I mean this with no disrespect, but it is what it is. If Devin said your name, you should be willing to get down and lick his nuts. Because he's also putting money in your pocket, you stupid asses. And I'm talking about to the ones that are disrespectful. Like Teo, like Apartheid Hitchens. But I ain't gonna belabor the point. The general's on, man. Don't miss Nerds on Culture tonight. We're gonna be talking about the classic Do the Right Thing, the Spike Lee joint. And incidentally, it's the perfect time to revisit that movie because of the state of the world that we're in right now. So me and Stormy gonna be talking about that. And yeah. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. General's on, let's head over there. Monkey Tuesdays tomorrow. Be on the lookout for new Patreon videos and pep talk. Bronx on deck.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
All my troubles come more nigga. Yeah, it makes me mad. Why you niggas are so against somebody for you?
How much longer do you think your
It
mom
makes me so mad. And long enough to beat your ass if you fuck up. That's right. You might not get out of this stable tonight. You gotta be cool because you've been watched.